Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Don't worry.
I'll finish here and then I'm on my way.
Free. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Go on.
We're still looking through the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know. Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
There's a retainer here somewhere. Moore's driver's license. department has changed since my last visit. I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe, and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
I imagine the girl left with her mother?
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions. found anything?
I'm going through the financial records. Moore managed the accounts for a lot of big names in Boston. Here, take a look for yourself.
Anything worth noting?
Honestly, I don't know. It's not my field. We'll have to take it to the Financial Crimes Unit to see what they make of it.
Get in touch if you find something.
All right.
This is where I met Moore for the first time.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camarias business.
I'd rather not know how much that's worth.
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes. My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns. My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith. Interesting.
June's whole life in pictures. Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica.
Oh?
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her. A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her. I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Beryl, will you ever change? I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. A cell phone. Locked, of course. Poems in Lydia's mother tongue. The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people. It must have been used to dress a wound. Bottle of disinfectant. Obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave. A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk. The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project. Fine vintages imported from Europe. Moore knew how to treat his guests. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
There are bloody prints on these bags.
Why is the FBI interested in Moore?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on. Wet laundry. Mold. It's been here for several days.
Can you take a look at the cards, please?
I'll run the plates.
Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. They didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
Well, I've got a few questions. You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Did you find anything?
Nothing yet.
Do you know if our backup's on the way? It should take a long time.
Hello, Mr. Bazori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith, Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the Kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. Who do you think you are?
No, I didn't mean...
Mind your place, thin blood. What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
So what happened?
I've got no clue. My shift started at 10 p.m., as usual. The sixth floor tenant left around 11? At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen her in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation, and he was going to go join them soon.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazori.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean, can I help you?
Just a few questions. Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk to Wyatt about that.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
You questioned the caretaker when you arrived?
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player. If you want to find out more, you should talk to,
Wyatt.
Oh, so you know him too?
Did you find anything?
Nothing yet.
Hilda's planned for everything, even her eventual end.
Did you want something else?
Hey, what kind of cooks have you got in your trunk?
Oh, I see you found my little treats. I haven't got much there. There have been a lot of orders lately.
I must still have some of that rust elixir left.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazori.
Even access to the trash is restricted here. Locked. Can't be forced. I have to find a way to open it. Can't be forced. I have to find a way to open it. Locked. No. That's impossible.
Did you want something else?
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
It's none of your business, damn it. What's your deal, Wyatt?
There's no deal. I'd even be happy to help you.
Listen, we're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened, and...
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
You can start by not wasting my time. I hate that.
That wasn't my intention. I assure you. I know you'll go and take a look anyway.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
I've already wasted enough time with you.
I can't just open the door for you like that. I really can't.
Really?
You've got to understand. I can't let you see what's inside.
I was really hoping we'd come to an understanding. I'm sorry, Mr. Missouri.
What? Son of a bitch. An old glass bottle taken from the trash. Can't be forced. Ugh, what a stench. Oh, there are bloodstains on the garbage chute. Oh, there are bloodstains on the garbage chute.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Where in God's name is forensics?
A signet ring with a beaver on it. More went to MIT. Bullet wound in the right hip. They wanted to bring a little vacation back home. A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason? I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch. Moore's ambition could have made him one of our own. Instead, we made him our slave. Who'd leave that lying around?
Did you find anything?
Nothing, Lieutenant.
looking.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash. Even access to the trash is restricted here. Can't be forced.
Meet me there. Right on.
Locked. Damn it. He played me for a fool. An old glass bottle taken from the trash. I have to find a way to open it. I have to find a way to open it. There are bloody prints on these bags.
There.
Jason, Lydia, June, in Costa Rica, I think.
Any news, guys?
Nothing, Lieutenant.
Ugh, what a mess. Ugh, what a mess.
Sorry, Agent Smith, but I'm a little busy right now.
Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camarilla's business. It seems like gardening is a real passion for Lydia. Not sure Jason shares your enthusiasm.
Go ahead. It's okay.
That's not a good sign. I've got what I need. Let's go back to the prince.
Mom, have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental, Pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign. Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay, then. Where are you, Richard?
Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building, and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them.
You shouldn't be out.
Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot. This should do the trick.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Officers tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guides. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates
Body
and send them
bags.
out to the balcony.
What could that mean?
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization.
Again? The fuckers.
Don't worry, we're used to it.
Casings everywhere. All of them large caliber.
We're gonna need backup.
We could be helping instead of being stuck here.
They blew out the wall.
We can't let you through.
We've got orders.
We can't let you through.
We've got orders.
I'll still go and relieve a colleague later.
We're all good.
Richard, he sensed me.
I've had to exhume
He's
a few old
here.
bodies over the years.
But something's wrong.
I stumble across a cemetery full of them in an apartment downtown.
We can't let you through.
We've got orders.
I won't be sad when we're through with this.
Body bags. What could that mean?
We can't let you through.
We've got orders. You shouldn't be out, and especially not here.
Move along, please. Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. I just got here. Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult. But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who are burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
What do we know about all these bodies?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony. The feds will process them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look around.
Not now, please.
Oh, there's so much blood.
I sense losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom? Are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
I don't like it either, Sugar Fangs. But your mother has a job to do. You understand?
If you're scared too, then why don't we just leave?
Because Hazel asked me to do this.
I like Hazel. She lets me come with you. But there are too many people here. And they're all torn and broken.
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that? Not now. Not here.
This area is sealed.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. There are casings everywhere. And they're all large caliber. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss. Blood.
I'll stay here, Mom.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of it. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably...
Hey, Central Dispatch sent me over to help.
Captain Paulson. But you can call me Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
Right. You heard the orders?
I...
Everything we find at the scene needs to be shown to the feds.
Got it, Chief.
And the balcony is off limits.
But you don't seem too thrilled about that? Am I wrong?
Is it so obvious, officer? It's the first time in my entire career, and 30 years is a long time, that I feel like we're babysitting a crime scene.
Babysitting?
We've been ordered to secure the premises, lend our experts, and not ask any questions.
Thanks for walking me through it, Chief.
You report it to them if you find anything suspicious, okay? I don't need their kind of trouble.
Dust. No. Smells like burnt leather. Ashes.
They're gonna run out of room at the morgue, that's for sure.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck. Same scent as on the glass in the lounge.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
What's going on? I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit. It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Mom already found that one.
And gave you the right answer.
That's not how you play Riddle Me This. You have to figure it out by yourself. Too bad, because it was an easy one. It's the cold.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
It's the cold. It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey schoolers, 1 more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing. Ugh, the hunger. It's too strong. Damn it! Somebody spilled wine on this bag. Riley was supposed to speak. Or rather, flatter Hazel.
The amount of blood suggests serious injury.
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? You gotta look. I'm out of large-size evidence effects. We got back the wrong way. They'll have to.
There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. Pinot Noir. I think I used to like this wine.
Given how upscale the place is, I'm sure it was a question of cost.
Don't break anything. The owner's gonna be thrilled. What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Cellar Street.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel.
You can't come through here. Sorry. I haven't finished collecting evidence.
A briefcase.
What is it?
It's a small suitcase. We put important papers in, Pumpkin. Of course. It needs a code.
Sorry, only forensics can go in there.
The wall was literally blown apart.
These sacrifices are a necessary evil. There's a lot of evidence to process, that's for sure.
So? Nothing. A photocopier and some office supplies.
No corpses anywhere?
No.
It's the only room without a body. But it sure
Smell like a flower shop.
Did they ever get what they took out to the balcony?
No, everything is boxed up. Even the chief has no idea what they're up to.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
There's so much blood sprayed everywhere.
Don't break anything. The owner's gonna be thrilled. It's the reference of the container that was here.
Sorry, I've got work here.
The amount of blood suggests serious injury.
One handcuff is still attached. There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. It's the reference of the container that was here. A vessel. Dead.
Guess they could use it as an excuse to add a door.
What could be in this briefcase?
A second handcuff. Broken, just like the other one.
can't even begin to imagine how much the repairs are gonna cost.
Let's see what's in it. Better not leave that here. Otherwise, they'll trace it back to us.
You can't come through here. Sorry. I haven't finished collecting evidence.
The wall was literally blown apart.
There is an extensive amount of debris that's relatively concentrated.
It's everywhere.
Follow me. It will take a minute.
Of course.
Go on. More hands on deck, Camp.
Please. What's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom,
Yes?
come on, please.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
If you embrace Hazel Iverson's child, you'd create a blood bond with that kindred and...
But Mom, you know you can't embrace the kindred. If you could, then you'd have lots of sires.
That's right. Your riddles are tough, Pumpkin. Now tell me already.
Easy peasy. The sire of my child can only be me.
Of course. I get it now.
And so, if Hazel Iverson is my sire, then I am her child.
I would have never figured it out.
I'm all out of ideas, Mom. There's too much blood everywhere.
Yes, I know.
And also, I mean, Mom, I don't want to see Richard.
You can stay outside if you want. I'll hurry up.
I guess.
We've got to hang in there. I don't want to disappoint Hazel. Come on. I have to find Richard. Shit. Richard. Take it slow. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals, unafraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass, all of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait, there might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley, but I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
I don't want you to go back to sleep at the Institute. Please don't leave me all alone again.
You didn't show up at the Elysium. I thought you might need help.
Now, isn't that ironic? The doctor needing help from the patient.
But I was right, was I not?
Yes. That's not the question. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
She didn't even mention them.
She has no need. She just has to wait for your condition to deteriorate.
He's got a one-track mind.
She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markovian institute to run a few errands.
Ugh, you always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose. Once we're back there, that should be enough to get you back to the Institute.
You see? I knew it. He's always scolding us.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it.
Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Leisha, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway.
I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful.
I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley. Have you learned anything?
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect.
You look like you've had better days.
It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you.
What do you mean?
Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions.
All right, why don't I bag this room? How far'd you get?
Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
All right. It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. A vial of some sort of chemical. Fibrinogenodine, BB. Sunrise Group, London. That vial must have been screwed onto something. Seven years of bad luck.
We're gonna need more hands.
There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. Looks like someone's missing an arm. Some sort of whip, with blood on it. Wet clothes.
I can't even begin to imagine how much the repairs are gonna cost.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area.
A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out. They took him for dead. He's barely breathing.
Come on. More hands on deck can't hurt.
Guess they could use it as an excuse to add a door. Whew. I can't even begin to imagine how much the repairs are going to cost.
Evening.
Here we go.